So we're going to look from the chapter the chapter 2 online homework. This is problem 2.3, number 9. And so then looking at this one here, this one causes some confusion, not the graph per se, but just the topic. And so in this topic here, we're talking about something called a misery index. And you may never have heard of this, but it's, again, probably some economist or someone invented a way to measure how bad it is in the country. And the way they decided to do that was to sum up the unemployment rate and the inflation rate together. And so what we have in this graph here is the inflation and unemployment rate for a given year. And what they call the misery index is what you do is you add up those two values, and that becomes a new measure or a new way of a new way of measuring how bad it is in the country. And so one, again, economists defined this as the misery index. And to answer this question here, looking at this one here, the misery index for year 17, which is right here, year 17, was approximately what for 17? And to get that answer, what you would do is you would add these two. And now I can't get into exactly, but this number here looks like 3.9. So this is for the year 17. And then this one here looks again maybe a 7.8, a little bit lower, 7.8. And so the misery index would be those added together. And so you can see the answer is 11.6. I get 11.7 by approximating, but it's close to 11.6. Again, the computer will round this a little bit. But again, looking at what those numbers are. And then for the year 19, you can see we have some different values here, smaller values for 19. Looking at these two, let's go with a different color. Looking at these two right here, I'm looking at approximately, again, this number here is 3.9. This number here looks like 5 point, what does that look like? Maybe 5.7, somewhere in there, or 5 point, it's hard to see, 5.3, 5.4, something like that. And then when you add those up here, you would get your 9.2. That's what a misery index is for this problem.